Greetings, everybody. Welcome. It is Shawwin back with a little video. So, if you followed my live earlier or some photos, I did go to Lexington Comic Con today just to see Tim. I haven't seen him in person for a while. Obviously, he's been on the podcast and I talked to him here and there through via email and stuff, but we actually haven't seen each other for a while. So, I was like, yeah, well, I'm going to pop down. I had a few things to discuss with him, some pretty big stuff which hopefully I'll be able to reveal to you guys in the not too distant future. But we will just have to wait and see about that because I'm still waiting to hear back some things from Scholastic, from another person I can't mention right now, with another company, and so on. So big things in the works for next year. It seems like a far off thing because we're just in March, but trust me when I say it will be worth the wait. So, with that said, I'm going to show a few things that I picked up from the con today. Some stuff that Tim brought for me, and some stuff that I picked up while I was there. So, let me get this. So obviously had to get some books signed while I was there. There's a stack there. And I had people ask me while I was on live, just in case you guys don't know for any reason, Tim does do uh, like prints and sketches while he's there to sell. But if you bring books, he typically will sign so many, depending on if you buy a print. If you buy one print, which is $20, he'll sign a number of books for nothing. Very cool deal. That's what makes him such an awesome dude. And don't forget that any sale of his prints or anything like that, $10 does go to Feed the Hungry. That Tim does, and that's a great cause. But for the Goosebumps crew, had to get some books signed for the guys. I told them only two. I wanted to limit it because if it was up to them and myself included, we'd just have the whole collection signed. And eventually, one day that might be the case. We just have to do a little bit at a time, so we're not overwhelming Tim on already overwhelming convention day. So a couple of books here. I believe these are Micah's, if I'm not mistaken. These aside, and then most of these are mine. I know Isaiah, I did another one for you, but for the life of me, I can't remember which one it was. Werewolf Skin for sure. I got signed for you though. So, uh, maybe it was no. How to Kill a Monster was Micah's. Regardless, I ended up getting some stuff signed. And it's funny because like I got these two signed, and of course they're signed on the inside. But talking with Tim, he asked me if the Series 2000 books are rare. He said he rarely ever signs them, and uh, you know, as a Goosebumps collector, as you guys know, yes, Series 2000 is pretty rare. Um, they go for a pretty good amount of money, ranging anywhere between $15 to $20, depending on condition, all the way up to like $50, $60, based on the book and condition. And mostly that comes in play with Slappy's Nightmare. For whatever reason, that one's kind of the more rare one, which we kind of went over. It's kind of near the tail end of the Series 2000 books, and that was already starting the decline of Goosebumps books, so that's probably why. If you watched our podcast with Goosebumps Completionist, it kind of got talked a bit at that point. But of course, I had those two signed. Um, since I started collecting first edition, first prints, I had to get these signed as well while I was there, including Attack of the Jack O' Lanterns, one of my favorite covers. And this is one of Tim's favorite covers and one of mine. Um, Attack of the Graveyard Ghouls. This cover is just freaking gnarly. Absolutely love that cover. And of course, then I had to have him signed his autobiography, just because I mean, it's his autobiography, and it's a rare book. So it was very cool to get that signed by him and have that. So can't thank Tim enough for doing that for us. Um, One book that Tim did bring to have for Bjorn was the Art of Goosebumps. Now, If you guys know, they reissued these books. You can get them on Tim's website now. They come signed, and I believe they're $40 on the site too. This is what it was paid for at the convention as well. Um, Now I have noticed with the new books, like mine was the original print run, and it had white pages inside. This one's pretty cool. It's got black. So Tim had a silver marker to sign inside for you, Bjorn, and that's really cool. Like I'm really digging that black uh, front and back pages on the cover, man. That's really awesome. I mean, it's tempting to pick up another one just because. Um, so very cool, Bjorn. This is yours. So pick that up for him. I did pick up a large print while I was there of Welcome to Camp Nightmare. However, I'm not gonna unroll that and do that. You know what the picture looks like. It's just got Tim's autograph on there. But also had him sign this little promo, which is really cool. And his signature is up here, obviously. It's hard to see, um, but yeah, very awesome. And just that little promo sign. I spent a lot of money while I was there. So it's not like, these were all free or anything, just because, Tim's been on the podcast and stuff. That has nothing to do with it. I still paid the man. That's just my Comic Con badge. I know I got one more thing in here. I think it just can't tell. So yeah. Um, I did ask Tim to bring an 18 by 18 of this too, but he missed the message, which is fine. Honestly, the wall space is getting a little thin. So, but I did want a print of his. It came from New Jersey because I'm going to put it with the book. So that's very awesome. Now that I can have that signed right there. And I believe this is a 9 by 9 if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that. So that was stuff that he brought uh, for me and stuff that he signed for me. He also brought this. Like I asked him if he could do a sketch of uh, of the Haunted Mask Lives, not the Haunted Mask 2, because I already have Haunted Mask 1. I almost thought about 2, but Haunted Mask Lives is an Apple. Just such an epic cover. If you guys saw a previous video of mine, you saw where um, like I have the poster board. I keep wanting to call it a poster, but it's really a poster board uh, that actually Tim created to go around uh, like schools and stuff promoting the books and stuff. It's only one. There's only one of it, and again, shout out to Rob just for selling that to me. It was freaking sweet. But to go with it, I asked him to do a sketch for me, and holy crap! Like seeing it in person is just out of this world. Like talent never ceases to amaze me what people can do art wise, and just having something like this is just insane. If I can get that hair off there. The only thing I hate is that is like a little bit too tall for Tim's plastic um, sleeve that he put it in, so it's got a little damage up there, but that's not really a big deal because I mean, even if I took that off, I mean, nobody's gonna know the difference. So, but yeah, absolutely killer piece. Sketch of the Haunted Mask Lives. So epic, epic. But guys, that's really all I got right now. I do have what I'm hoping two very, very special packages coming this week. Um, One is from Bjorn, something that I got from him that I've wanted from him for a long time. And I'm very excited to show you guys that. And then the other one, well, that's gonna have to be a surprise on its own. Huge shout out to Rob again for finding this and hooking me up with it. But we'll get to that when I get it. So until next time, guys, followers beware. You're in for a scare.